Do you understand there is only about 12 guys in your group that are still working, that are still ridiculously funny?
Well, I have to, and that comes from the fact that we played every place.
Every place.
We played every place. There were no comedy clubs, quote unquote comedy clubs. And I heard you talking on your other show about how Def Jam changed. Def Jam changed my life. Yes. Completely changed my life. And it was a show that I wasn't gonna do. My manager said, "Well, don't do Def Jam. You're beneath that show." And it changed. And when I did that joke, that "Watch Out There Now" joke, and the room ripped. I never got a response from a joke like that.
Bro, that was the beauty of Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
If you remember,
Yeah.
when you ripped a joke, it felt like a nuclear bomb went off. You had to wait.
Yeah, you had to, whoa. I've said this like 30 times, and whoa, this is, watch out there now. And it ripped.
Bro, listen to me clearly. I literally remember you taping, and I didn't know you as well.
I remember you taping. I remember you talking about how you went up. You were not first on the show, but you were, when they aired the show, you were the first comic.
Yeah, I closed it.
Yeah, you closed the show.
I closed during the taping, but the way they edited it, I went out
and
first.
you was like, how come I'm opening the show and I'm from New York and I'm the baddest? But you didn't know.
I didn't know.
I had no idea Def Jam would be as big as it was.
It blew us up, bro. We went on so many different legs of tours. Not only was it the Def Comedy Jam tour, every guy was able to go get their own money.
Go get some serious money.
Go get some cake now where maybe you was making $1,500, now you're making $15,000, maybe you making 30, whatever it was. It really was like
Do they still say whoop-de-whoop? Because I say it every now and then.
No, they don't say that no more. He just done went lost. He done went right to the nursing home with that. Y'all ain't got the whoop-de-whoop. Tarek, did you hear him say whoop-de-whoop? Man, I haven't heard that.
Well, see, here's that being an older dude, I check with people before I put the word out.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So I didn't throw it out there. Do they say whoop-de-whoop? You said no.
No.
So
but what does whoop-de-whoop mean, though?
Whoop-de-whoop mean like blase.
Oh, yeah, whoop-de-whoop. Yeah. See, this is why you... John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon was amazing, man.
But like guys, like you could just...
And there's some females too. Adele, Lunel, Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah, you guys are just dynamic. You guys are dynamic, and your brain works so fast. And that's the beauty of a really, really stellar comedian, is how fast you think and how fast you execute. And some people, like Tony Roberts, by the way,
amazing, man.
People can't even understand. It's like watching a typewriter.
Yeah. Tony is amazing.
He's amazing. So when you have that gift, take us back a little bit, because you're going to have people that are social media. You're going to have younger, and we're going to have my age, and we're going to have older. What was it like for you being a young comic? Where did you start?
Well, there weren't, like I was talking earlier, but there were no comedy clubs. There were places that you could go. And I'm really going to outdate myself. And they would, quote unquote, unplug the jukebox.
So you could do a joke.
So this guy could, and they would say, this guy going to do some jokes. So that really didn't, that really didn't pump the room up.
That didn't pump it up right there.
Y'all, hey, we're going to stop. We're not going to play Johnny Taylor for a minute. And what's your name? He going to do some jokes. And that was it.
Wow. Not the intro music that we do now.
You had no mic, no music.
Jay, you is grinding. God
But it made you a better comedian, because, like yourself, we went everywhere. So by the time you were someplace where there was a lot of people,
you was ready.
You was ready.
You was ready when I saw you. When I saw you, I was astounded at how funny you were, and you had so much energy. Like, I remember going, if there was one thing I learned from you, is command the audience and bring an energy to them. You brought energy.
Well, that's what you do, Billy. I mean, one of the things that when comics ask me for advice, number one, I tell them to play every place.
Right.
If church, your mama's house, your auntie's house, white clubs, black, especially for a black comedian, he needs to get his butt up in front of a white audience and learn how to make a mixture of people laugh. White comics don't have to do that. they could perform for the rest of their life and never have to perform in front of a black audience.
Correct.
As a black comic, to make you a better comedian, you play everywhere.
Yeah.
You play clean, dirty. Now I'm dirty. I don't know how to not curse now. So
right, because you at an age now where you know
I don't give a damn.
You don't give a damn.
I
I mean,
could
you
care
say
less,
whatever the whoopie whoop you want to say.
Yeah.
Now, here's one of the things that I admired about you, and it gave me an idea about doing a little bit of radio, was that you were on for 20 years, you and Tom Joyner.
And Sybil. And Myra J.
And I came in and I had Wednesdays. I had a ball with you guys. It was a little too early for me, but
well, you was in LA?
Yeah,
so
I was doing
like 3
it. It was
o'clock
3 in the morning. I said fuck y'all a lot of mornings, but it didn't matter because I loved you. But I said fuck y'all. So it was an enjoyable ride to be able to have all that comedy bouncing around, and we didn't see each other, but we felt it.
We felt each
other.
So
you had to listen. You had to listen,
and you wait to get in. And one of the things you've learned too from being a comedian and doing radio, a lot of great comics, I would not call anybody's name, can't do radio. They can't be interviewed because they're so used to doing their set. Radio's a different beast. You got a song, you got to talk, and then here comes another song. If you ain't getting your jokes in really short between that song and the next song, then you're not doing radio. And that's the beauty of that I was able to do by being on the Tom Joyner show. And you came in and did the same thing.
Yeah, I had to learn it though because I didn't know when I could talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, can I say that? Tom, go back. So once you learn the rhythm, like you said, you got to know the gaps, where the sweet spots, or you got to listen attentively so that you can bam.
And you got to keep your joke to yourself. Because if you say your joke while you off air, Tom is going to say the joke when you go back on the air. And you're sitting there going, well, I'll be damned, I just said that.
I just said that. But it's infectious when you're not a comic and you're around a bunch of comedians, you want that gem that we have. Like we can think of stuff like I was saying earlier when we were filming How to Be a Player. That wasn't even scripted what you said, and it made the movie.
Funny.
It was bonkers, bro. You was like, look at here, bro. What the hell is going on? Yeah. And we had the 2 little chunky kids,
2 fat boys,
2 fat boys. Yeah, 2 fat boys. What do you love most now about comedy? Now that you are what we consider a super veteran in the game, beyond your years.
I think now, as you're at the point where you don't have to sell who you are when you walk on stage.
Cool.
You're known. You know, the first time I saw Richard Pryor do a show with Patti LaBelle, well, he just walked out there. And for me, you know, to be able to do that now, where they know who you are, they come to see you, and you get the same feeling now. You know, he's got this, he did that. You don't have to really do that anymore because they come to see you.
They
so
love
for me,
you already.
They're loving you already. So the beauty of walking out, and they're laughing by the time you get out there. So, I mean, and I've had some bad nights now. I mean, every comedian,